There it is.
So you were driving off the A41. You want to tell what happened, Jerry?
When I was driving A41, now let me explain first of all that England is an ocean surrounded place. It's got salt water everywhere,
Right.
and salt water promotes rust.
Mm-hmm.
So they're constantly repainting the cars, replacing the cars, and I didn't know how much. I'm driving down the road, this A41, and suddenly the engine falls out of the bottom of my car.
Right.
Now this could have been disastrous. It could have got me killed, got my wife killed. But we were just had to do it, making a turn. We'd slowed down for the turn. That's when the engine fell out. I was able to pull past the other cars into the off the side of the road. Now traveling slow enough so I didn't spin out or anything.
Right.
And by the time I brought it to a stop, I was 50 feet away from a call box.
From a phone booth.
Where I could call for help.
Oh, a call box. Okay, I know what those are on the side of the road.
Now, I said, this is rather unique. I mean, Lord had to have his hand in this because these call boxes are 2 miles apart.
Wait, you felt that already before the other thing happened that you were going to get ready to tell?
I felt, but I couldn't confirm it.
Right, you couldn't confirm it. So tell us how you ended up confirming it.
Thanks. You're in charge. You always are.
Right.
So the funny thing happened is that here now in Las Vegas, where I live, I had another problem with the car. In this case, it was the transmission, and I was trying to drive it to get it fixed, and the car started to buck like a bunking bronco.
Right.
Now, I'm an electronics technician, I'm an inventor, I am not a mechanic. So I do not understand all the workings of the internal combustion engine. So I wasn't sure what to do. So it's starting to buck back and forth, and I hear this voice behind me saying,
wow.
Put your foot down halfway on the brake and halfway on the accelerator.
And you didn't know what that...
No, I didn't know what that would do. And I was starting to almost say, why?
You just heard a voice out of the blue.
From behind me.
In the car.
Yeah. It said, I was the one with you in England.
Wow.
And I said, okay, that's good enough for me. So I did what he said, and the car stopped bucking. And when I got to the place to get it repaired, he said that's exactly what I was supposed to do. That's exactly how to stop it from bucking. But I didn't know that.
The mechanic confirmed that?
Yes, the mechanic confirmed that's just what I needed to do. But being not a mechanical person, as far as cars are concerned, I didn't know that.
So the voice you heard had to be an angel or something,
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
I call him my angel with a crowbar. Because he's helped me out twice.
Wow.
The funny thing is, one more time it occurred. And that was just recently. And it was funny. And I just heard him from behind, like he was riding with us. And I say, boy, that guy is driving, like he's going to get somebody killed, he said. And then I said, well, what about him? So he said, it's not my job.
Wait, who said it's not my job?
The angel said, basically was saying.
So you heard the angel's voice again?
Yeah,
now.
He said basically, he's not a Christian. He's not my concern.
Really?
I'll keep Christians. He didn't say that, but he said it was funny when he commented, not my job. In other words, he doesn't watch over everybody. He watches over.
That wasn't his task to watch over that guy. Maybe there's another.
He's not saved. He's not my job. I watch over the children of God. People who are heirs of the kingdom, but not everybody. And we don't take advantage of the fact that we're heirs of the kingdom. We don't claim that sonship or sistership. We have rights to ask God for things. We don't have the right to demand. You don't go up to your dad and say, I demand you give me something. They say, Dad, could I please have? Or could you help me with this? Usually he will. An example, I was
if it's in his will.
Driving a car.
If it's in your dad's will.
With my wife before I married her. and we were in the car, and it was pouring rain.
Right.
I had to get somewhere. I said, Lord, could you please stop the rain long enough to get to our destination? He said, you can't ask that.
Elijah
You can't ask that.
Elijah
I'm not
asked
asking
for
him
rain and got it.
to stop the rain. He sent the rain for a perfectly good purpose. I just asked him to give me a let up for about 15 seconds.
Basically, it's a prayer. Talking to God in that way is prayer.
And the water let up. I got out. Then I got to my destination. Water came pouring down again. And that really freaked out my wife. Because
it must have helped strengthen her faith a little. I mean,
it does. I mean,
some people will claim it off as a coincidence, but we know it's.
There's too many
coincidences. I know. You don't have to tell me. You're preaching to the choir now.
Yeah, that's great. Tell you one more story.
All right, one more.
This one more, different angel this time. These I saw. I've never seen my angel with a crowbar. He's helped me out, talked to me twice, helped me out twice.
Amazing.
But I know he's around somewhere. I know if he's my personal angel, that's his purpose. I mean, the reason for angels is to serve humans. That's why they were made originally.
So wait, you nicknamed the angel Crowbar? I mean, I used to know a guy in Brooklyn. His name was Georgie Crowbar.
No, I call him my angel with a crowbar.
All right, angel with a crowbar.
Seems to help me out with
angel with a crowbar.
Car problems.
Right.
But these two, basically, I had another car problem. This was before, and my car broke down, and it wasn't too far from here. But it's kind of scary at night when you're about a mile or two away from home, and some of these areas aren't all that nice.
Right.
So it broke down. I got out of my car. Said, okay, I'll just try to walk back carefully. I'll try not to avoid anybody, upset anybody, or anything like that. Not to call attention to myself. And as I was starting to crawl, this car pulled up. Says, I see you having a problem. Would you like a ride? But do you live very far from here? No, we'll give you a lift home.
Right.
And I looked at two clean-cut kids, a nice car. Didn't look at all what you expect like gang people to look like. Didn't look like Mormons either, but said, okay, I trust the Lord. And I forgot what we talked about, just a little bit about trusting God, something like that.
Yeah.
And they took me to the street here.
Right.
And let me off. I turned around to thank them, and they were gone. Now, there was no car sound. Nothing moved. Nothing sped down the road. Nothing like...
Just vanished.
They just vanished. The car and they both vanished.
Who knows? Could be.
I don't know what was carrying me there, but something carried me to my home. It looked like a car, and they were gone. But the Bible says we entertain angels unaware. And I thoroughly believe that.
I believe everything the Bible says. I know.
I remember one story.
For a fact, the Bible is true.
A true story. This missionary was in China, I believe. China. And these people started beating him up. And suddenly he heard this voice behind the shielded curtain, which was up against the wall. And there was no room for anybody behind it. The voice, that's enough, let him go. And they stopped. Let him go. And then as he was walking away, a little Chinese guy walked up with a big sampan hat. He said, do you still love the Chinese people? He says, I do not love what they did to me, but I still love the Chinese people. He turned around, the guy was gone.
Wow. All right, we'll end it now, and we'll be back with more.
Okay.